Hi, today I'll be showing you how to create a mail merge or a mailing list label with the from the Hmong Ceremony Helper software. So first, I'll launch the application, and I'll go into my weddings tab here, and I'll go ahead and open up my active weddings. And what I want to do is I want to export my guest list here. So I have this guest list here. I want to export my guest list here onto an Excel sheet, and then from there I want to import that into Microsoft Words and create a mailing list or mailing labels from there, so I could put those onto envelopes, okay, and mail all my guests thank you letters. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to export this data here into an Excel file. So we'll click on More Commands. From the More Commands here menu here, we'll click on Export Guest List to Excel. And where do we want to put it? We'll put it right on my desktop here. And I'll click Done. Okay, and I'll minimize this. I'll go to my desktop here, and I'll find that Excel file, and I'll go ahead and open that. So now that we have that data in the Excel file, you'll notice that I have a lot of columns here. Okay, I got all these columns here. We won't be using all of these data here. We'll just be using the first name, last name, the address, city, state. Let me pan over a little bit so you can see more of it also. We'll be using the zip code. Won't be using anything else. Okay. So pan back this way here. So now after this, let's open up Microsoft Word. So we'll go to Programs. We'll go to Microsoft Office, and we'll open up Microsoft Words. Okay. Well, Microsoft Word's open. I'm gonna be clicking on the mailings tab here, and I'm gonna be starting a mail merge here. So I'll click on Mail Merge, and I'll pick Labels. And if you go to the office supply stores, they have tons of labels, so you'll have to kind of pick which label you want. I'm gonna use the default here. I'm gonna use Avery's 5260 Easy Peel address label here. Okay, and depending on the type of labels you get, you can pick from this list here. It doesn't matter. You can go ahead and pick here and choose from whatever the type of label you have, from Staples or Office Depot, or it doesn't matter. I'm gonna use Avery here, and I'm gonna scroll down here to, let's use the 5260 Easy. Oh, go back here. I'm gonna be using the 5260 Easy Peel label. Okay, and I'll click on OK. And mine already has you kind of see the grid lines here. If you don't see your grid lines where it shows you where each label will appear, you can click on Layout here and View Grid Line here. If I turn it off, I won't be able to see it, but you could turn that on. Go to Layout, View Grid Lines. Okay, so we'll go back to the mailing tab here, and we're gonna go to Select Recipients. And we're going to go to Use Existing List. And that Excel file that we exported to our desktop, we're going to pick that. So let's go to Desktop. And let's pick the Excel file, the guest list. And we'll say OK here. Okay, now once you pick that Excel file where we're going to bring those data into our labels sheet here, once you have that set, then you can go Insert Field, Insert Merge Field. Now, if you click on the top here, you see that it highlights different areas of this particular command here. If you click on the top here, it gives you this whole list. I just want to click on the bottom here so I can manually choose each one as I go along. So I'll pick first name, and I want to put a space there right after the first name. If you don't, your first name and last name will be connected together. You won't see any spacing at all. And then I'll click here again, and I want the last name. And I'll hit Enter to go to the next line here, right below that. click Insert Merge Field again, and let's put the address there. Sometimes the address gets a little long, so what I like to do is I like to put the city state zip on the bottom down here. Okay, so enter again and insert merge field. We'll put the city, put a space there. Insert merge field. We'll put the state. We'll put another space there, and insert merge field. We'll put the zip code there. Okay, so what I want my label to have is the first name, last name, and then the address. Oops, the address here, and then the city, state, and zip code right below it. Okay. Once you have this done, you can kind of highlight this, and you can go into, let's see here. Let's go to Design Home. You can make it bold to make it a little bit darker. It comes out a little lighter for me, so on mine, I like to make it bold. Not only that, but on some building labels, it's a little bit off depending on your printer. So I like to put a space right in front of my first name and last name here, and space it out a little bit here. You might want to put a few. You could test it out on one sheet to see how it appears, but I kind of figure out my printer that I need to space it out a little bit, or the names gets printed real close to the edge of the labels here. So once you have that, go back to your mailing list here. Okay, you can preview the results by clicking on this button here under the mailing tab here. So if you preview that, you can see that it's going to look something like that. Okay, so let's go back here, take out that. Okay, and we'll go here and we'll say, let's see here, update labels, and then it'll put everything here. Don't worry about that next record right there. That usually don't appear. So if you go print preview results, you'll see that. You just see everything else. Okay, so these are all my guests from my list. Now you notice that they're not alphabetized or anything. Okay, now if you want to alphabetize, I found that the easiest way to do it is from your Excel sheet here. You can highlight this and go to sort and filter, sort A to Z, and hit expand it all, and then it organizes your first name here. Go back to Microsoft Words, print preview. Actually, from here, let's take that off. Go update fields, print preview, and then you'll see that it's alphabetized now. Okay, so that's usually the easiest way. You know, organize it from your Excel sheet here first, and then just import everything from there. Now, once you have everything done, this is what they call your template. So you can save this. You go ahead and save this, and then you won't have to recreate this later on if you're going to be using this same format later on. Okay. In my case here, I'm not going to save it. What you want to do before you save it, if this is just your template right here, so what you want to do is you want to merge it before you actually save it. So I'll click on finish and merge, and I'll click on individual documents, merge everything that I have. So this is your final draft right here. Okay, and then you can save this and print it later. Microsoft has this as your template. Okay, and then when you merge your data, these are your data. Okay, so you can print this and then onto your labels, and then take these labels and put them on your envelopes. Okay, and same thing goes. That was just a little list from the my wedding list here. You can go to the same thing with the funeral. Open up active funerals. Go to the guest donation and more command, and export all of those as well. So it follows the same format. If you want to, it's not just from the funeral, but from the wedding side also. And that's how you create mailing labels. Any questions, let us know, and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you. Bye bye.